Jesse Cox. Jesse Cox. Imagine if that was the beginning of the video.
Just me staring at you like,
Jesse Cox.
Go on. Yes, that's me.
Jesse Cox is here. I've gotten worse and worse at intros. This is a horrible one. I'm just rolling with it. I don't even care.
Fix it in post. Screw it. I don't
even want to fix it. Let it be raw, baby.
That's how I likes it. You know me.
Do you love video game music?
I do. I am a huge nerd for it. I'm not even joking when I say the other day I was trying to get just the dumbest achievement in Dynasty Warriors Origins. I don't have a computer at home anymore. It broke. And so I was like, well, I should buy a new one. Except we may be leaving the office soon. And if I have to move stuff home, I'm like, well, why would I need another computer if I'm just going to bring a computer home? So now I just don't have a computer at home. And so I've been spending some free time playing on the old PlayStation, getting achievements that I never thought I would even attempt to get. There's a Dynasty Warriors one, but the Dynasty Warriors one requires me to play through a lot of like, all right, I got to go to the menu and do this thing and this thing. So the menu music to Dynasty Warriors is permanently in my head right now, to the point where when I'm in the shower, I'm humming it to myself. Not like a cool battle song. I'm not like at the Battle of Chibi doing a thing. No. It's the menu music, and I'm just like humming it to myself, doing a thing. Yeah, I love video game music. It is permanently up here.
First of all, Rathalos Secret Lab. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Oh, that right there?
Yeah.
I'm glad you spotted that out of all the mess in this background. Thank you. Yeah.
I just wanted to draw attention to it. That's all.
I'm glad you did. Yeah. Great music in Monster Hunter. Yeah.
I guess I don't know this about you. Like, when did you like start playing games?
I think the first games I ever played would probably be, my uncle had a bunch of systems. He was like the game guy. Shout out to Uncle Phil. When I was young, he had a Nintendo, he had an Atari. So I'd play stuff on his systems. Yeah. I remember vividly being a little boy and staying over at his house one time, and I had to sleep in the living room, but he was playing Castlevania 2. And as a child, whenever it would switch over to A Terrible Night for a Curse, I would be scared. And so I remember sleeping in his living room at night, terrified he would wake up a zombie and get me. Looking back, I'm like, that's the least scary version of a scary thing ever.
Yeah.
That Castlevania is not scary at all. But as a kid in, a time when that was like high-tech graphics, scared the crap out of me. And then it wasn't until, in elementary school and stuff, I had friends who had a Nintendo, and I would go over to their house and, play Mario and do that kind of thing. But it wasn't until my parents bought me a Super Nintendo. Man, I was the first kid on the block with a Super Nintendo. It was the best.
Oh, so jealous.
They would not buy me a Nintendo. They were like, why when there's a new one coming out? Which, honestly, smart, mom and dad. Yeah. So, and then I had Super Nintendo, and then I just kind of fell in love with all that stuff. But admittedly, most of those games are filled with, like, not the greatest graphics, but incredibly fun, repetitive music. Yeah. And it just gets stuck in your brain, and I can just think back to all the Mario World music. Joe and Mac, which is one of my favorite games of the time period. I can think of the music from that.
Wait, is that the one with the guy with the investigator with the...
No, that's Sam and Max. Joe and Mac is your cavemen trying to rescue cave babes from other cavemen. Yeah, it is a wacky game.
Oh, this game. Yes, the Tyrannosaurus fight.
Yeah, with the model and his eyes go like, oh, when you beat him up. Yeah. Yeah, I love that game. And then obviously Final Fantasies, and I even had a Super Scope. So I had a bunch of Super Scope games, Star Fox.
Yeah.
Just all the classic, Super Metroid. Just they're things that are permanently stuck up here. And then that kind of love for music and games, I think, continued on. Because to me, and I've said this before, probably to you.
Probably to me.
Most of the time when it comes to music and video games, it does a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Some games are just bludgeoning you with difficulty, and you throw yourself at them, and it's the music that keeps you going through that process. I'm a huge fan of some of the great video game tunes of our time.
Do you think that like the games that you like love or have loved or will love inevitably also have really good soundtracks? Do you feel like that's a non-negotiable for you, like as a player?
Yeah, the games I love usually have a great story and a great soundtrack. It's not necessarily about visuals. I feel like if you can tell a story, you can do it with stick figures and it'd be fine.
Yeah, 1000%.
But I think music, it goes back to one of my favorite bits. I think it was the oral knots. I don't want to say oral knots. That's not right.
That's the oral knots.
But I think it's the oral knots. Have a very fun bit. It's Star Wars without John Williams.
Oh god.
And it's literally the end. It's the throne room scene. And
yes.
and you realize how insane that scene is without the music.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense without the music is the point of the scene. And so I very much appreciate it when it's there and it like takes a scene to the next level. And those are my favorite. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what's weird is that like I feel like I actually have a pretty limited like I was trying to think about like my favorite games ever because I wanted to bring like my favorite game songs. And honestly, like either because that time period is such a blur, but I don't think we had a lot of money, to be honest. So like I only have like a select like few games that are deeply memorable. Like some people are like, oh, I love this, and I'm over here like I love Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, and I think that might be it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, do we have other games? I don't even remember anymore.
I think the difference between now and when I was younger is Blockbuster Video and rental stores in general. Yeah. I only owned like 6 games total for my Super Nintendo, but I would rent games all the time. And because I was a kid with zero responsibilities, man, oh man, we'd blaze through those games or give up on them and realize they were trash. But it was easy to do that because you rented it. And so you could just take it back and be like, garbage game. And so it was simpler. Now that's not a thing you can really do. Now you're buying it and that's all, you're just buying it. Yeah. There is no real rental process anymore. There used to be, and then they kind of weeded that out, which is disappointing. But most of the games I played when I was younger were rental games. Yeah.
God, I remember going into like Hollywood Video and picking up like holding Monster Rancher in my hand. I mean, I never played Monster Rancher. Fuck that game. But like, I'm sure it's fine. Just kidding. But like, I remember being like, oh my God, I wonder if I'd like this. You know what I mean? And like now, I will say Steam is okay because at the very least you get that 2-hour return window if you absolutely hate it.
Sure.
But I mean, imagine you buy an $80 game on PlayStation or $70 game. PlayStation's return policy is absolute dookie. So I mean, like, it's not like you instantly have buyer's remorse and then you automatically hate the game even more because you spent $80 on it and can't play it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just dive in. I don't know, 4, 5, 3, 6, 8, however many tracks.
You tell me.
Do you feel like you have a rotation of favorite game tracks, or do you feel like you have like a stable?
I have whims. So every so often I'll just be like, I want to listen to this.
Yeah.
Or I'll find a remix of a song and be like, oh, I like this version.
Yeah.
Significantly more than the original version. I kind of all over the place. To be honest, I think I have that ADD thing where I'll listen to a song 8 million times and then never listen to it again. Like this, and it'll be up here permanently, but I will play it until I just am like, oh, we're done. And I'll move on. And then maybe 5 years from now, I'll get like you know what song was good? And I'll just play it again and be like, yeah, this is great.
I'm like that with games. I'll be like, God, I love this game. Okay, I'm done. I'm bored. On a dime. God, imagine if I was like that about everything else. Anyway.
That is me. That's what I am.
Okay.
Everything else that's me. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, I'm going to start and just get it out of the way.
Okay.
I'm just going to get it out of the way because you know what's coming. Ace Combat.
All right. Okay.
Oh my God, actually hilarious. So the other day I was flipping through my PlayStation account, some of those FMV games you've been playing, you know, the ones. I turn to my wife and I go, oh, Jesse Cox has been playing a lot of these. And it's like my ideal model or whatever. And it's like, you know, they like try to win him over. And it's like, he's like, no, you know, whatever. So,
I must stress on my desktop right now is a game called Ladies Don't Tempt My Immortality, where you play as a god, but you have to dodge women who are trying to come onto you because if you sleep with one of them, you lose your godhood. Look, I'm playing it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm ready for this. Be dodging these ladies like Neo in the Matrix. Oh, yeah.
But Ace Combat is a mutual love of ours. I'm excited to see you get loud about Ace Combat in the next 15 months.
It's like an ebb and flow. When they release new stuff, I get very excited. Yeah. And then I beat it and I'm like, all right, back to I can't care too much because it's years between when they release these damn things. So, but yeah, the last one was great because it came with Ace Combat 5 if you pre-ordered, which was honestly, that's how you get me. Everyone's like, don't pre-order. If they give me Ace Combat 5, they get my money up front. It's just happening. I love Ace Combat 5. Yeah, so immediate pre-order. And I guess this next one has I guess you get 0 with the pre-order. So
is that official?
That's the word of the street. I don't know. Nothing's official yet because you can't buy it yet. Yeah. But the minute that's confirmed, I'm like, click. I love 0 because 0 is great. Yeah,
I love 0. In fact, the song I brought is actually from 0. In terms of soundtrack, it's funny. I actually think that 7 is the most complete package for me. Like 7's got just like boom, 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 dual wielder, faceless soldier, Daredevil, obviously, Archangel, Soul Squadron, Alicorn trio. Like I'm there. 5 and 0 are interesting because the mood of like the entire soundtrack is excellent, but there's like only a few tracks that I'm like, ooh, yes. Obviously, Unsung War, I literally cried while playing it. 0, of course, in Ace Combat 0. But then there's like Avalon, and there's Round Table, and there's Stonehenge. But anyway, so I actually brought Beneath Dark Waters.
That's the wrong game, my man.
That's the wrong game. I brought the Round Table from Ace Combat 0, which is, I think, I can't remember the context, but I got to replay these games here soon.
Well, I would imagine it. So in Ace Combat 0, the Round Table is the battlefield where all the pilots meet. It's sort of like a no man's land. That's and the whole goof is like, when you go in there, bro, you're fighting the best of the best. That place is terrifying. Right. Which I guess is not really what the Round Table is. Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
in 0, that's the place where the best of the best go to like square off.
That's right.
It is weird that is a thing that exists in this world. We're like, yo, pilots, if you want to go there and throw down with the other pilots, that's the place to do it. Like, okay.
It's very West Side Story. But the music is banging, and I'm going to play play it for you right now. Also, I feel like you and I are probably going to share a lot of common threads, so I don't think we're going to hear anything new today.
The Spanish guitar in this in all of 0 is fantastic.
Yeah. The castanets too. You get the like random low bass. My God.
Yeah. I was waiting for that. Yeah. Right. I was like, all right, so what are we shooting missiles? Right here.
Right here. Love that tension build up too.
Yeah.
That cascade down, so much fun.
They do a really great job of, I don't even know how to describe it. Flight. Like the musical version of Flight. Where you feel like, oh, I am in the sky while this song is playing.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of it has to do with this, like sort of the suspended in air, the sort of here, there's a lot of these like light crescendi that you don't even realize are happening. And then I don't know, just the mixing and matching of instrumentation. And I also love when you pointed out that when the missiles are coming, like that also feels to me like when you engage in the thrusters and it's like,
there's an action to it. Like the beginning of it is very, because if you just know the flow of these games, you start a mission and a bunch of dudes are just talking at you the entire damn time, setting up what's going on as you're flying to the objective.
Yeah.
And then you get there and all hell breaks loose. Right. And so that's kind of the vibe here, is that it's, you can, even you were saying that like like that, it's just, we're flying, we're having a good like out. But then you have this guitar in the background that is like, no, man, there's a tension here. This isn't just a flight. We're going to a place to do a thing. And that place just happens to be where like all these pilots are trying to shoot you down.
It's amazing. You know, it's funny because I one of the games I grew up playing was European Combat Flight Simulator, either at the same time or the progenitor to Microsoft Flight Sim.
Okay.
I grew up loving history. I was going to be a history teacher, and that game. So when I discovered Ace Combat 4 years ago, when I started the channel, like it untapped some part of my like monkey brain that was like, I used to play this game. And it, cause I literally used to like add stuff to it. I would like find planes online. And, you know, I was like 14 years old. Like I was like cyber sleuthing for like, you know, the Zeppelin and shit, like put it in European Combat Flight Simulator. What Ace Combat has given me is sort of this return. I think that's why I'm so like loud and proud about it, is that it basically gave me my childhood. You know, like kind of tapped into that part of me that I sort of had forgotten that I was like a fundamental. I mean, dude, I even remember the day that we went to Staples to buy European
Staples?
Combat. Yeah.
Of all the places.
Dude, I don't know why Staples, but like we or FedEx, one of the two. And I remember buying it and begging my dad for it. I don't know why I wanted a combat flight sim based in World War II so bad. But yeah, so I have this like real obsession with Ace Combat that I adore. I literally gifted 10 copies of Ace Combat 7 the other day for no reason other than like, go play it, please.
No, that's a good gift. Yeah.
Was it one of these games where you just sort of stumbled on it at the rental store?
Yeah, 100%. Ace Combat 5 was the first I played. I stumbled on it because I saw like a trailer. I think if I remember correctly, the trailer for Ace Combat 5 is like, gonna take it all away. Yeah. I think it's Puddle of Mud. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, it was during a time where I think I'd just come off the fact that I was like, I don't like anime, but I love Cowboy Bebop. And I've also been told that's the least anime ever made, which explains so much to me.
That makes
sense.
But
the cast of Ace Combat 5 is literally the cast of Cowboy Bebop.
That's true. That's funny.
Yeah, the entire cast is in it.
I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Everyone's in it. Yep, they're all there. Like Wendy Lee is the woman who's like the spy.
Yeah,
you know, Steve Bloom is your is your like main guy for the beginning. They're all in it.
Yeah.
And hilariously, it's Matt Mercer's first voice role, which is my favorite little bit of trivia that I know. I know. Yes, he does not sound like himself at all. It's very weird.
And then Yuri Lowenthal's in Zero. Like
it is. Yeah, it is very interesting to see. But yeah, I found it, fell in love, went back, played through the others, love 4. The others are whatever. They're fine. I love 5 the most. And then I played 0 and loved 0. Yeah. Admittedly, mostly for the gameplay and the music. The story's like whatever. You have to really be interested in like the Belkan War, which is fine. As like backstory stuff, it's fine, but it's not like the best story. However, gameplay, music, phenomenal. Yeah, then they kept releasing these damn games. And some of them are great, and some of them are Salt Horizon. So,
oh my god, so bad.
You know,
yeah, I wish it was one of these series that you could like. No, actually, never mind. I take it back. It's like I'd rather have it every 7 years and just like enjoy it, rather than like having like one every 3 years and be like, oh, like Ace Combat feels like an event. All right, so what did you bring?
So as I mentioned before, one of my favorite things isn't just songs. It's when they take a song from one game, throw it in another game, and then give it a little remix. And so while I have no love for any of the Final Fantasy mobile games, there is a game called Record Keeper, and they consistently come out with remix bangers of classic Final Fantasy songs. And again, I'm not a huge fan of Final Fantasy 13, but I love the music and can appreciate the music. And so this is a new arrangement of, I think it's Blinded by the Light, I think is the original song. Are you kidding?
I brought Blinded by Light.
Well, I am presenting you with the Final Fantasy Record Keeper version of this song, which I just love.
Oh my god. What? I love the mix of the original battle theme. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fun. fact that it mixes the original with like a pixel chiptune sound, and it has like that.
Yeah. God, that's sick. Wow.
And then it just keeps repeating, you know, as Final Fantasy songs do.
Yeah.
I
love that.
What I love about that bit is it reminds me of old Final Fantasies where all the fights would start with bum 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 bum,
Yeah,
and then the
tradition.
song would start.
Yeah.
And that's they leave that after a while.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, that just stops, and they kind of do their own thing when the games become more modern. But there's this time period where it was all pixel, and every fight was like wop 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 wop, and then the song would start.
Yeah.
It's something about this that I just love a great deal, and it's like a fun spin on a really great song. And so I was like, well, I got to bring that.
I love that. Wait, Record Keeper. What is this? What is Record Keeper? Is it a game?
Great question. It is a mobile game that is like, oh, we're going to go back and like look at the other Final Fantasies, basically, as far as I can tell. It's sort of a throwback to the old stuff.
Yeah.
Most of these games don't exist. Yeah.
The Record Keeper was on Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line, which I loved. Have you played that game on the Switch?
I have.
Oh, I love
Yes.
that game.
I love that game. I am a big fan of I think it's like the boss fight medley.
Yes.
Very well done.
That's amazing. I mean, I think like, when did you realize, because would you say that Final Fantasy is like a cornerstone of your life? Like as a gamer?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think it was the first adult series I ever played. I think a lot of times when we say adult, we think like boobs and stuff. I'm talking about like, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about like stuff for adults. Like adult subjects. Like Final Fantasy VI, even though it's pixel characters, is literally about like there is suicide topics and there's
Genocide,
topics about like genocide. There's stuff going on in there. And I think that's something that, you know, a lot of these games handle. Not necessarily some of the earlier ones.
Yeah, no.
They're a little more like high fantasy.
Yeah.
But we start to get there where suddenly we're like, we're going to do a thing. I think that was the first time I ever saw games be like, oh yeah, no, this is more than just get through a level and, you know, capture a flag or beat a boss. Yeah, this was a little more, oh yeah, no, we expect you to read and to engage with this. And so 100%, I think that sort of inspired me in what games I like. I like games that make me think a little more than just, you know, trying to get to the finish line.
I agree with you. I mean, I think for me, it was Final Fantasy VII, and a friend had it, and I was like, what is this? And then I like bought it. I think I asked for it for a holiday or something, and that was it for me. This kind of why I've never really gone back to Final Fantasy VII, is because I like played it to within an inch of its life, even at that point in my life, where I was like, you know, Knights of the Round, breeding chocobos, and I was like, I'm good. That's why I don't really engage with the remakes, because I'm not really interested in them, but also because I did it. I consumed my food. I'll never forget though, like, you know, when One Winged Angel hits. Oh God,
it's amazing. Yeah, I remember that I have that exact same experience. Well, first off, while playing that, but also in Final Fantasy VI, when you go through Dancing Mad. Yeah. I remember just playing that over. I had a save file, and I just played that over and over and over again. I thought that was amazing. 7, the final fight is amazing. I feel like the final fight of 8 happens before the actual final fight of 8, so we'll leave it at that. I'm still bitter about how I think the last CD is jank. The rest of it is a great game.
Yeah, the last
but
CD.
I've always said it's 3/4 a fantastic game. And then 9, I like.
It's my favorite.
I love the end of 9. I never quite understood it as a kid. I was like, what is that? Now as an adult, I kind of get what they were going for. Yeah. But also I'm like, it still is a wild swing.
It is.
But the music is fantastic. Final Fantasy X, all over the place is amazing music.
Yeah.
Even Final Fantasy 11, I was always a big fan of some of the boss fight music they included, even though it, is an MMO and just difficult
did you
to
play a lot of 11? I never got to 11.
It was the first MMO I played. I had a friend who was really into EverQuest, but I never played it.
Of course.
And then 11 came out because I was like, a Final Fantasy nerd. I immediately picked it up, played through it. I tried to be a Dragoon. Let me tell you, they nerfed Dragoon the minute it hit the US. Apparently, it was the most overpowered thing in Japan. It comes to the US, they nerf it. Useless. But I was like, but I get a pet dragon and I can use pentathrust and garbage. No one wanted to include me in raids or whatever. Anyway, I played until World of Warcraft came out.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy 11 was notorious for you need a group to do everything.
Yeah, I remember.
And if you die, you lose levels. It was notoriously hard. Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize
so you
that.
go into a raid, like go fight this big giant like UFO looking thing.
Yeah.
And if it killed you enough times, you'd lose your level. And then you have to leave and go level up again and then come back. Oh yeah, it was a mess.
I did not know that. That's
it was almost as hard as the subscription service to pay for it.
I remember I heard it, yeah.
That was the worst. And then then I went to go play WoW because they were like, you don't need to do any of the things I just described to you. I was like, perfect. But I did play Final Fantasy through, I think it was the Chains of Promethea expansion, which is basically the end of an arc.
Yep.
So I got like a complete story. I know it continued on after that. I have no idea what happens, but I got a complete arc and I felt really good about it. So the new Final Fantasy 14 stuff, I'm like, I know what this is, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and I've just been like a big nerd for all of it. And I still am to this very day. And honestly, the music is a big part.
Well, and I mean, for good reason. Yeah, I had a couple of piano covers that I used to play in my CD player to the point that like they got super dirty and dusty and scratched because I just played it over and over and over. And they were just random piano covers of like a guy. You could like, it was like, it was like some guy in his keyboard, Diagoro 497 or something.
Sure.
And that was it. And like that dude was the soundtrack of my childhood. I don't even know if that guy's alive, how old he is. His stuff's on Spotify. Oh,
you just made me flash back to the fact that, and this is a deep cut for my nerds out there. If you bought Warcraft, I think it was Warcraft 2. Maybe Warcraft 3 had it, but the original Warcrafts and Starcrafts or whatever, it was on a CD. And you'd put that CD into your computer and you'd play it off the CD. However, if you took that CD and you put it in a CD player, it would play you the soundtrack of the game.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And so I would listen to the soundtrack. I think it was Warcraft 2, I think. It's been a long time. I would listen to it, and they even had like a weird song that featured I'm a farmer man. Like they had I don't know if it was a rap, but it was like a terrible song they made. I gotta look that up one day. That was it was a whole thing that you could do, and I remember listening to it in my CD player while doing homework when I was younger.
It's amazing to me how like we all, I mean, some of us, I guess, are we old heads, I guess? Are we unks?
I don't know. I mean, I'm more of a funk, like a funkle,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I go to bed at like 8:30, so I guess I'm more of an unk, I suppose. But it's amazing how like there was like some game rant. Like, did you see this on Twitter? Possibly, it was like on Game Rant. There was like user generated top 10 list of games. It was all stuff like post 2014, besides Resident Evil 4 and Metal Gear Solid. I was like, hold on.
I've definitely given up on a lot of those, mostly because I decided they are all designed to farm engagement. Like, I feel like they sit around a table and think of like, what could possibly make people the most upset? Like, let's make a top 10 list of the best games of all time. And then number 1 is not deserved at all. And like, let's get them. I have to believe that's what they do. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Most of these lists.
I always find it so interesting talking to folks that are closer to my age, like you, who like, we had similar experience. I mean, I remember putting in the demo disc for freaking Parappa the Rappa while we were like painting our home and like, God, like, anyway, I've been playing through Xenoblade Chronicles. Have you ever played it?
Okay. No, I have not. I'm aware of it, and I know it's on the list of things I should play. I just have not, mostly because I am just like the worst Nintendo consumer ever. I was gifted a Switch 2, which I am very grateful for. However, if we were to go to my Switch 2, which is right back there, you would see on it, the only thing there is the Super Nintendo collection that's free that you can download. Like, I want to have more and I want to play more, but I'm like, I got so much other stuff to do. Well, and like, look, Nintendo, I love you, but it's because I want to play F-Zero. And you ain't making a new F-Zero. So unless you're making a new F-Zero, we'll talk later. You know, like that kind of thing.
It's almost as much as I restarted Final Fantasy 14, which, fun fact, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I restarted Final Fantasy 14 3 times, and 2 of those times, one of them I was a level 50 Dragoon, and I didn't realize I could just change jobs, so I restarted again. You know, classic, like, I've played other MMOs.
It happens.
No, it was fucking horrible, dude. Like, did I talk? We must have brought this up last time, but I remember distinctly the fucking wine, the airport sequence, and helping a Go Blue, or blue, whatever those things are called, and you have to, like, anyway, it doesn't matter. It was 50 hours of my playthrough.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of the parts of that game that lag. Yeah, no, I'm aware.
I did that.
I'm aware of A Realm Reborn having moments where you're like, what am I yeah, don't worry, I'm with you. I understand.
I picked up and put down Final Fantasy 14 4 different times. So anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles is the same way, and I have finally done it. I'm finally past the midway point, and no joke, it might be one of the best games in now.
I hear good things. I hear it's incredibly anime, but I also hear that it is like some pretty fun storytelling.
It's like a pretty real human story, I think. Like it is anime, but it's not. And listen, I'm a convert to anime. Like, now I'm like watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Cowboy Bebop, Gurren Lagann. Like, I'm in deep right now. I can, we can massage the anime into you, I think. I think you would like it. I think you would like Xenoblade.
I probably would. Yeah. It's like I said, it's on the list of things I should eventually play, but just haven't had time.
Yeah, well, reasonable. But there's a track called Engage the Enemy. It like only plays in like deeply profound moments, like usually like some sort of story twist, or there's some sort of a big beat that happens. I just need you to hear the whole thing. It's just the best. Okay. The whole premise of Xenoblade Chronicles is basically like, at one point the Mechonis and the Bionis, 2 giant titans, fight. They stab each other, and then they like freeze frame basically, and then people live on these things. Like, and that's like the premise, and then they go about their daily life on top of giant
Count
titans.
Me in.
Yeah. And then, like,
all right.
then all of a sudden a mystical sword called the Monado appears, and there's this eternal battle between the Mechonis and the Homs, which are the humans, and they're it's really good. Again, like, pivotal scenes, like, yeah, it gets better. Dude, you would go apeshit for this game, dude, I'm telling you.
It almost feels like one of the menu screens from Ace Combat, which is really funny.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Slow it down.
I mean, you have to.
You gotta have vocals now.
Can't get too excited.
That's right. Celestial voice? Whoa. Yoko Shimomura did this soundtrack.
I have to see what this music is attached to.
Dude, every major scene, and you're just like, yes, sir. It's amazing. Gotta have that. It's a bop, dude.
That's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's
hype music.
That's a good song.
That's a good song.
That's fun. That was fun.
Fun?
There was some moments where I was like getting hit with like, oh. I realized I was like making faces. I was like, oh, okay.
I agree with you in that, like, it feels, to me, it always felt like a bit of a slog to, like, just push start and just start it up. But, like, it's interesting because, actually, you know, I'm not trying to sell you on it, obviously, but, like, the worlds are these massive, giant open spaces, and they actually feel a lot like 14's worlds, where sometimes it's not great because it feels like you're going from point A to point B and just getting it done. But the music, dude, the music in Xenoblade Chronicles, like, all three of them, is insane. Like, Yoko Shimomura did the majority of this. Even Yasunori Mitsuda did a track in this one, in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Like, it's just like the most like on point JRPG, you know, like it just is. And I used to be like kind of like, oh yeah, I'll get to it, and then I got to it, and I'm like a huge convert. It's so good. It's so good. Also, I'm dangerous because I'm a huge hype man. Like, I pour my whole ass.
I'm aware.
Hyping.
Oh, I'm aware.
I love things very strongly, Jesse, and I think you would go apeshit for this for these the scenes where this plays.
I'm aware. No, you don't have to sell me. Everyone already has multiple times. Yeah, I'm just so impressed that. Like, I'm aware of some of the visual stuff. I'm aware of some of the story stuff, but the music's very good.
Had you never heard any piece from Xenoblade?
Not a one.
Oh, that's how. See, the way you get into Jesse Cox's brain is you show him music. You just said it earlier. You said you need music. Music is a fundamental part of the experience for you. Yeah, no, the music is crazy, dude. If you ever just want to sit down and listen to some of it, at Gwaur Plains, holy fuck! Like the first zone. Oh my god, dude. It's such good music. Such good music. Okay, well, what have you brought me next? What's next?
Okay, now this one is actually a real song.
Okay.
Have you delved into the Remedy verse at all?
I haven't played a lot of them, and actually I just most recently shared the Herald of Darkness with my friend Alex, who doesn't really know video games. And at first I actually really didn't like Herald of Darkness because I saw it at TGA and I was like, what is this? And it felt so stupid at the time. And
it's literally just a retelling of the first game.
Yeah. Well, now I understand that. And so I actually literally like forced myself, because people were like, this is amazing. And I was like, wait a second, if it's this amazing, then maybe I'm being a little close-minded to it. And so I literally forced myself at the gym to listen to Herald of Darkness over and over and over, like 10 times. Now I love it. I think it's genius. I think the whole thing is so funny and I love the dance. It's amazing how if you just,
I think you have to have like some connection to it on like a base level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like a series of, oh yeah, this is a thing about a guy. But the overarching thing there is that the band from the game, that are basically like the old gods of Asgard, that are literally probably old gods of Asgard. Have many songs that they sing throughout all the different games. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you a song that I don't know if you heard it. It is from Alan Wake 2, and it is a song that so in the Alan Wake franchise and in the Remedyverse in general, there's a Twilight Zone style TV show called Night Springs. And Night Springs is used in the story of Alan Wake as, a writer who is attempting to get out of the story that he is trapped in, this sort of weird dark place that he cannot escape from. And so he's trying to write his way out of this thing. However, the opponent called Scratch is basically the best way to describe it is like the fear of every creative, the part of you that says like you suck at this, or the part that leads you to be destructive, that kind of thing. And so he tries to come up with creative ways, and some of those ways is through the use of Night Springs and writing these like what if stories. And so a great example is in Alan Wake 2, they created a whole DLC of 3 separate Night Spring style stories that are essentially him trying to create fun ways to escape, but failing every time. However, Night Springs, the show, has a theme song.
Okay.
And it is a gem. And so that's what I have for you right now.
Perfect.
I hope you enjoy.
Space invader, looking cute in a human suit. Secret agents with the down race they shoot. Target powers, hypnotize magic fruit. Strange machines, weird mysteries. We got freaky fantasies.
That
Night Springs, psycho killer on the run. Yeah, Night Springs, I done the black hole song. 'Cause in Night Springs, we're just looking for the thrill. All your nightmares come true. Crashing through the warning signs, your car breaks down just outside in Night Springs. Endless versions of this town, they're called out the elder guard who live inside a sleeper's dream. Better let her sleep in Night Springs. If I die in your arms on a Monday, I hunt you when you like it. In Night Springs, caught in an endless time loop. Yeah, in Night Springs, a solar system in your soup. 'Cause in Night Springs, we're just looking for the thrill. All your nightmares come true. Lost in mist for days and days. Now you see the side it says. Night Springs. In Night Springs, caught in an endless time loop. Yeah, in Night Springs, a solar system in your soup. 'Cause in Night Springs, we're just looking for the thrill. All your nightmares come true. Lost in mist for days and days. Now you see the side it says. Night Springs.
that's so fun.
Very fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the lyrics are literally just tropes of like, you know, horror TV shows and
Yeah.
goofy, you know, movies and stuff. It's a treat. It's an absolute treat, that song.
You know what's amazing to me is that like it doesn't really matter what the medium chosen is sort of irrelevant. Like it doesn't, like they could have gone for anything and they went for like a really nice pop ballad. And it's funny because it's like it's just so playful and it could have been an opera aria and it would have maybe been effective. But the fact that they just were like, you know what, let's go this way, and it's charming.
I think that's
it's funny.
that's the fun part is it's extremely playful.
Yeah.
Considering the subject matter is like terrifying.
Deeply
Like it's a scary
serious.
game.
Yeah.
It's a legitimately Alan Wake 2 is terrifying. There's like shadows, hate those guys. Wall paintings, always trying to kill me. For some reason, just throwing in like a fun pop song
Yeah.
is very fun to me. It's so silly. Love it.
Yeah, that's cool. I've been itching to play Alan Wake 2. I've been able to make the time. I really want to sit down because actually, I mean, the topics are really. I mean, I think you know, with my former background and stuff, like I actually think I would probably love it. I tried playing Alan Wake 1 and I got like to half like the end of episode 3, but they're so well done. I loved Control. Oh God, Take Control. That whole maze obviously is.
Control's great. Yeah, Control was my game of the year 2019. I love that game.
Yeah.
I think you would really love the Lake House DLC for Alan Wake 2.
Huh.
Without spoiling what it is.
Yeah.
At its core is a discussion between like they're trying to replicate someone's work.
Uh-huh.
And there's 2 doctors and one is like, I'm going to have AI do it. And the other is we're going to try and get other people to do something similar, and they're each trying to figure out which will work best. And it's a fascinating look at the creative process.
Ooh.
It's really interesting. But then, you know, it's a horror thing. but
Yeah.
they're saying stuff, which I very much enjoy.
All right, yeah, no, that's a good push.
I'm trying to hit you with ones that you probably have never heard that are not what you would imagine the like amazing music. You know what I mean? Like when you think video games, you think like epic scores. I'm like, no. I'm going to find the ones that are like little bops.
No,
that's what I'm coming at you with.
I was just listening to, well, by the time we film this or edit this, it'll be out. But Mouse PI for Hire, amazing, lovely music. Mugenics, lovely music. I did a video.
The music in Mugenics is so funny. I love it.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, like, because I was listening to it and I was like, I don't know if I like this. Like, while I was playing, I was like, well, this is certainly like a thing. And then today I like sat down and listened to like 6 tracks, and I was like, I actually really dig this because it's just classic like storytelling that we've been doing for literally since the Greeks, like thousands of years, just in a different way. And it's so cool to be having like big band swing stuff, which is also like, when's the last game that we've had of make Cuphead, you know what I mean, that's really like gone full in with that stuff. So it's cool to deviate from the like very classical based Western game up sound qualities that we sort of have, and so this is cool shit. All right, well, I guess I gotta play Alan Wake 2. Dude, Resident Evil 9, I was shitting my pants like left and right, like just like screw. My poor wife.
It does give you the catharsis of playing as Leon and murdering everything that gave you trouble, which I am a fan of.
7 was rough to play after 9 because 7 was like all terror and oh my god, the first. Oh my god. Okay, so speaking of things that you probably have never heard before, I'm not saying this is like my favorite game or anything, but there's a game, an indie game. It's just a shmup called Proto Corgi. Proto Corgi is you play as a corgi, colorful corgi. And it's all like cartoon based. It's on Steam, and it literally like the basic attack is a bark, goes BARK, 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 bark as you tap the button. And this particular track, it's really fun, and there's also like a bunch of different settings. So if it's like too hard, you can lower it and stuff. I know you love indie just like I do, but this is Immomento Destruction, and kid you not, it's probably one of like my top 10 favorite video game songs. Now, shmup.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Turn that dial.
This is one of those things where the art it does not match how I imagine. Something else, and I can't figure it out.
Probably Undertale.
It's not Undertale. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. It reminds me of something else, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I just don't know.
Is it recent?
No.
Anyway, that's a charmer.
That's so much fun. There's one part of that like triggered a thing in my brain where I was like, I know this from somewhere, and it's driving me crazy. I may know this song, and I just don't know that I know this song. I'm losing my mind over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good, though.
Isn't that good?
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
That I can imagine is a great kind of like, I'm doing a thing in this game song, and it's keeping me doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it has that sort of, I can listen to this over and over and over.
I love that feeling. When it tickles your brain in the way that all of a sudden you just are like, yep, I'm good. And you just listen to it incessantly.
Yes. Did you ever do Crypt of the Necrodancer stuff?
No, but I certainly have heard the music. I haven't played it because I'm really bad at it. And
well, it's that vibe of like, I gotta get this level done, and I suck at it. But thank God the music's great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Have you played a Rift of the Necrodancer? The rhythm
Yes.
game?
Yes.
Oh God, it's so hard. What the fuck? It's hard. It's so hard even on medium. It's like doing math. The rabbit, the frogs are.
Oh my God! When you have to figure out where they're gonna jump to, I'm bad at it. However, the music's great, so
the music is great.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because like I feel like I don't know about you, but like I check Steam every day for new indie games, and I just like I almost never refund either because I feel like it's like, you know what, I may not like it, but like someone, it's like this is, I know this is like a person. A game came out recently called Socesto. I love Socesto. Oh my God, it's like a chance based dungeon crawler. So you go not really actually, you go into this dungeon and then there's like a grid. You have a 25% chance to hit certain things, and you got to get for the heart, and then you got to get 5, and then you go down the next level, and then you like there's like the statue, it's got like shit in its teeth, and like it's a power up. Which power up do you want? Maybe, you know, it's like, and it's all like gambling, and I just love it.
You heard it here. Marco Meatball loves gambling.
I have made plenty of gacha content in my day, so I guess I do love some degree of gambling. This was played for me by my Patreon community. Someone was like, check out Proto Corgi. And I was like, bro, I haven't played a shmup since like, I don't know, you know, maybe I played like Einhander for 10 minutes on the PlayStation 2. Like, it's never a genre that I ever cared about. And I basically played through the entire game in one sitting. I mean, it's not long. It's just such a treat. What's the last song that you felt like you could just listen to over and over and over? Well, I guess this Dynasty Warriors track you're talking about, the main menu.
That is true.
But is that by choice? It wasn't
because I could listen to it over and over again. It's because it was permanently stuck in my head. So, you know.
Yeah, it's different. I listened to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure opening 2 bloody stream for literally like 4 hours the other day.
Oh, I could listen to Golden Wind all day, every day.
Oh yeah, Golden Wind.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that until I'm dead. That's a banger.
What's next? What you got for me?
I can't decide if I want to stick on my absolute goofy train or I want to hit you with a song that I genuinely love, but I feel like I'm going to stick with goofy for now.
Okay.
And maybe close out with a banger.
Yeah.
So this is a song that anyone who has played this game will know and love, and I cannot explain it to you in any sort of reasonable way because it is one of the most insane games ever. And I do not know if you've covered this. I tried to do a little like Marco search before I picked these out just in case, but I didn't see you covered it. So this is a classic from a game that I consider a work of art. It's not what many would consider a good game, but I consider it a work of art.
Okay.
And so I present to you my favorite theme from truly a classic.
Oh, Deadly Premonition. Whistle theme? Oh, I thought it was going to go into Super Mario there for a second. Is this happening during a murder?
This is the song that plays while you sort of wander around a town trying to solve a murder. Yes. A brutal, terrible murder.
Wait, why?
Like a Lynchian style murder. But this is the song your character, who is like the most happy-go-lucky guy on earth, I guess is supposed to have in his head while he does this stuff. It's incredible. And this is one of those songs that when you play the game will permanently be up here forever. And you'll start whistling it just randomly throughout the day. It's so sweet. What a great song.
That's charming. I'm just picturing like Silent Hill walking around as James.
That's based. The inciting incident is you find a woman who's like gutted in a tree with like treats coming out of her. She's got seeds in her stomach. Like, it's a terrible murder. There's clearly a killer going around brutally like sticking plants in people. And you're just kind of, we'll solve this is what we'll do.
What?
It's so wild. It's incredible. It's like someone, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like the first season of True Detective. It's a lot of David Lynch.
Yeah.
But it's also its own wacky
Twin Peaks style.
Yes, it's completely insane. And I genuinely love it. Like in Deadly Premonition 2, you have to skateboard around the town. You're solving a murder mystery, you have to skateboard around the town.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I gotta see footage of this. Because it gives off like everything's gonna be okay vibes, right?
Yes, absolutely. But you're in like a terrible situation. There's something so charming about like how innocent and fun this song is, but the game is insane and like a horror game, basically.
Oh god, that's so funny.
Yeah. Deadly Premonition.
Wow.
It's just the whistle theme from Deadly Premonition.
Is this on PS2? What was this on?
You can get it on Switch, I'm pretty sure. I believe Deadly Premonition 2 on Switch is one of the worst running games they have on Switch. Don't care. Love it. I love both these games.
Oh god.
Big fan.
I love when this happens. I love when like we take something and flip it on its head. So you assume it's going to be one way, but then it's actually the other. Amazing.
Big fan of that. I told you I'd bring some weird ones today.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now I gotta level up my weirdness here. All right. Well, what do I want to bring you that you haven't heard that's weird? Have you?
Go on.
Have you ever heard Lisa? Anything from Lisa?
Lisa, like
Perfect.
The game Lisa?
Yeah. Do you know Lisa the joyful, Lisa the painful, or Lisa?
Nope.
You know those games? Okay. Oh wait. Oh my god. So I don't know anything about this game. I really should. I'm at the point where I just need to. I've heard enough music, and I think it's so odd, dude. It's one of these like games that's like. I don't know. It's like it's clear. It's a turn-based game, I believe, but like it's all sort of I think there's like some body horror in it. I honestly I have no idea. If I recall correctly, this song uses the Shenmue grunt in it. I think.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
I'm not positive if this is the one, but I'm sorry, guys watching. You're like, no, it's not the. Although, so this is work harder from Lisa.
This is what I'm talking about. Just two dudes flexing.
That's right. Oh, we're playing the whole thing. Gotta have the rhythm.
Yay! Love that. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. This is silly. I like this.
Just dial it up.
That one part that was like, that part reminded me of something else too. That sounded like another thing from an RPG fight. And that's going to drive me crazy. This is one of those things that the minute we're done, I'm going to be like, oh, and I'll just start messaging you shit. Like, oh, that's going to make me nuts. That sounds like, oh, you know what it is? Oh, Jesse, sometimes your brain does work. This song's what it reminds me of. This one from Secret of Mana, Oracle.
Oracle? No.
Everything's falling apart over here. We tried to play one Secret of Mana song, and it's like, no.
Everything went to shit. It's not playing for you?
No. In fact, I'm getting a message that says my internet
Oh. Jesse.
I'm here.
There you are.
I'm here. Are we
There you
good?
are.
Is everything good?
Yeah, that Secret Amanda track just does not want to be played. I was hearing it, but then you froze.
Everything got on my end. All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Yeah. That's what I was hearing. Yeah, I see it. Wow. It's such a wild song to include in this game. It does not feel like anything else in this game at all. Just this one fight. I always loved this because it really stood out as being like, we're gonna try something different. Chop, chop, chop.
Does it just do this over and over and over?
Yeah, I mean that's literally
That's
it.
the song?
Yeah, it's a wild fight song for this, but
Whoa.
I genuinely love it, considering all the other music is this.
Yes,
like
lush, sublime. I know.
Oh, it's beautiful, and then all of a sudden originally I was like, that's probably the first experience I had with something akin to like dubstep,
That's true.
but like on a Super Nintendo. It was like such a weird experience, but yeah, that's what that song reminded me of. I love when music from one thing can trigger a memory from something else.
Yeah.
And it gets you like, it's
the
so
best.
much fun. I really enjoy that. I enjoy that tremendously.
Well, I mean, it goes to show too that like it's taken a long time, but as my palette has started to change and I've become more open to kind of everything because I kind of well, I'm much more keen on having opinions now. But at the very, my therapist told me I shouldn't be a glory hole, so I was like, well, okay. So basically, like,
I mean, to each their own.
by that he means like have an opinion and express it. Anybody can be on the other side, you know.
Understood.
Nathan,
Right,
I'm not
right.
sure if we keep that one in, buddy. But maybe we just all that to say, like, it's cool to have opinions, and it's cool to like be open-minded at the same time, and it's cool to be like, you know, I'm not crazy about the lyrics of Eugenics tracks, but boy, does that soundtrack smack. You know, the two things can be true at the same time. And I think like as the internet gets more and more insular and more rigid in what side of the opinion you have to, like, I don't love Persona. Like, I don't like Persona 5 at all.
I love the music. It's very
I don't
good.
even like the music.
Did you like the music to Metaphor?
Yes, until and then no. I kind of, and then it just yes.
Yes, and then no.
But I don't think that it's bad. I just it's just not to my, like, for instance, I don't really care for Final Fantasy VII Remake or Rebirth especially. And I bought the CDs and I listened to those from top to bottom. Persona 5, I listened to it top to bottom. If I'm gonna dislike something, I need to at least have an understanding as to why. You know what I mean?
I'm so curious about Final Fantasy VII Remake as a soundtrack, because a lot of it I think is, I love it, but I also understand that much like the games, it's clearly designed for people who played 7 originally. Like, a great example is the opening theme song that usually plays when you get into fights and stuff.
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy VII Remake, they tease it for like an hour and a half.
They do. That's
They
right.
do not play the song. They'll start it, and then they'll stop and they'll do something else.
Yeah.
They'll start, like, the build-up will begin and they'll be like, no, gotcha. And it isn't until right at the very end of the opening segment do they actually deliver on the song. And it feels great in that moment as a person who's been waiting for it. But if you have no knowledge that that's a thing, I don't know that it affects you the same way.
Well, that's a great point. I mean, like, I actually love remake soundtrack to me, because I listened to so much of the 7, the original, is great. Rebirth to me is like 18 different soundtracks thrown into one, where that's where I'm like, it's a little bit too much. It's like a salad with a bunch of different, like, mushrooms and I don't know why I did.
Oh, you mean the mushroom minigame? The least favorite minigame I've ever played, where I still to this day don't understand what I did wrong because I thought I was doing it right.
Neither here nor there. I don't have a problem with them. I don't need to know what Cloud. This is so reductive, but it's funny to me. Like, I don't need to know what Cloud ate for dinner. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Like, what I experienced in Final Fantasy VII the original is good enough, you know, like, and maybe I'm just an old head, but I'm good. Like, but that would be for anything though. In general, I don't really care for like expanded universe, like expanded stories. It's just not my cup of tea. It's just not my thing.
I think they had a tough job to do with Rebirth in that it is the open, like the very heavy open world portion of the game.
Yeah.
And so it's just tough to do with the way they were doing it. Like, that's why I think the Midgar story with Remake lands so well, because it's very contained.
It is very contained and controlled.
I'm interested in what they're going to do. Like, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I'm pretty convinced that right now it's either going to be the best game ever made or Matrix Revolutions, where when Matrix Reloaded ended, there were so many loose threads to pull on. My friends and I were like, dude, how can a guy be outside the Matrix? I was like, no, it's a Matrix within a Matrix, dude. They don't like, we had so many theories. We thought they were so cool. And then we watched the last movie and we're like, oh, it's a Jesus thing. All right, well.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man. It was such a letdown. We were like, all right.
What the hell happened?
Well, that's Jesus for you. He's pissed off.
No.
We got him mad. He was like, I don't get mad often, but when I do, it's when you associate
It's when you reference the
Matrix
Matrix.
Revolutions. Please don't. Yeah. We'll see, but I'm excited.
Yeah, and listen, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't wait to see what they do with Safer Sephiroth, and like that whole thing will be cool. But like, you know,
it'll be the most they'll like find a way to make that song even more over the top. It'll go on for like 26 hours or something nonsense. Like, there's a 26-hour loop. It'll be insane.
there'll be like 8 composers on that one track.
Yeah. It's a medley of like 25 years of Square Enix. Yeah. It'll be the craziest song ever made.
Oh,
it'll be like an Avengers thing where characters from other universes show up.
Yeah, Vivi's back there, like, what?
Yeah, it'll be, yeah, sure, man. All right. This one's a legit one. Considering I was playing Dynasty Warriors, I think about this song all the time because it's such a good way to end a game. Dynasty Warriors Origins is different. It is a game that literally is about the origins of the Three Kingdoms period. So it ends right at the Battle of Chibi, which is basically like the moment it's all split into 3.
Okay.
Right? So most of the Dynasty Warriors have a complete, like, we're going to tell a full story. Depending on which faction you choose, there's a final battle. And this is one of those like moments where they just absolutely nail it. Everyone knows Dynasty Warriors is like, oh, they're going to have some like wailing guitars and 1,000 guys are going to die by one swing of your blade. So of course you have to deliver on a final battle. And I think this one really nails it. This is from Dynasty Warriors 7.
Oh, we gotta have a gong in there. Oh, hell yeah.
Something about them including the like big ass drums.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. maybe like symphonic metal or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always wonder about the genreifications.
And it just kind of repeats and does its thing. But
What a
yeah,
trip. Wow.
I'm a huge fan of the way they kind of do Dynasty Warriors games, which is they'll change up the music every time, but they'll have leitmotifs and different things that are like, oh no, this is the song we always use for this thing. So a great example, like I was saying about Origins, has a it ends at the Battle of Chibi. In that battle, there's a song that they've been using the last X number of Dynasty Warriors games for that song, for that battle. And so what ends up happening is when you start the battle, it plays a song and you're like, okay, yeah, we're in it. We're doing this thing. But a moment happens where like the winds change and everything starts catching on fire. And then the song kicks in and you're like, there it is. We're back, baby. For a long, long time, Dynasty Warriors, the intro song was this very famous, like it always played in the intro. And it's the one kind of everyone recognizes as the Dynasty Warriors theme. And at some point they just decided that's Lubu's theme. And so when you fight him in game now, that song kicks on and you hear like, wah, 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 wah. And it's like, let's go. All right. And then you have to fight like the hardest guy in the game. And that plays over and over again in the background. And yeah, they keep doing like, oh, this is that one fight song. And this is the one level song. And they'll sort of weave it in. So even though it's not the exact same song, they will add it. Like, so for example, this one is a version of the last battle song, except this one, they just included those drums.
That's cool.
But in other ones, they don't have the drums. In other ones, they have like different stuff going on. Or they have like the difference between the music in Dynasty Warriors 3 and 4 is huge. But at its core, they're still like, this is the song that I know from this thing. And I love that. I think it's really fun.
Well, that sense thing is really cool because not only does it like support the fandom who's like absolutely like already on board, but then also like it kind of like I guess kind of showcases how much they care about their own IP. That they care about the musical integrity of it to have a through line. It's no different than Monster Hunter. Proof of a Hero plays anytime there's an epic moment. That's what that plays when that happens.
Yeah.
It's like it's an amazing feeling. I should retry Origins. I briefly tried it, but I think like I'm very into this style right now of music, and I feel like maybe I should just like try it again because I do like Musou style games a lot.
They are a treat. They're not for everyone. The acting is like insane sometimes. You're like, what were you thinking? But with that said, it is highly enjoyable to just like, all right, I'm gonna run into this battle with this spear and 2,000 men will die by the time I'm done. Yeah, and it's I'm enjoying it in a way that I haven't for a while. Because Dynasty Warriors 9 was not good.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't.
It just wasn't. And so I didn't have that. And 8 was the last one I played. And that was fun. But a lot of the problem with, some of the older ones is it was like, in order to get this achievement, you must unlock every weapon. There are 85 weapons. You're like, bro, I'm just not going to do that. Or it's like, get every character. And there are 60 characters. Like, no. You're not going to get me to spend time doing that. Yeah. They're remaking 3, I believe. And 3 is one that has. 3 is one of those ones that's like, we have a lot of characters. And it's going to. Also, 3, I hope they keep the voice acting. Because one of my favorite parts is the first couple games, they clearly didn't try for authenticity. They just pronounced stuff the way Americans would pronounce it. Now, they're really trying. And like they keep calling my man Liu Bu. I'm like, no, it's Lu Bu. This Liu Bu shit, it's not gonna fly with me. But it's funny because in the original ones, Cao Cao and Cao Pi and all Cao Cao and his son Cao Pi were my favorite characters. I love them. And there's a guy who I think he's with the yellow turbans, and his name literally in the game now it's like Heman, but it looks like He-Man. And they say He-Man, they're like, He-Man. I'm like, yeah, He-Man, let's go. It's so much, it's so funny. Now they're actually trying to like be a little more accurate, but back in the day they were like, there's one guy named John Wei, and they literally, when you first see him, I think it's like in 2 or 3, they're like, John Wayne, you're here. It's so funny. Oh, that's my boy John Wayne. I love him. He's amazing.
John Wayne's coming in. His games aren't what they used to be.
They are not. No.
I can't let you leave without listening to some opera.
Oh, okay.
And have you ever played Lost Ark?
Lost Ark.
It's like a Diablo style ARPG MMO.
No, I have not.
Word. Well, this is like one of the, I don't know which it's the raid is Belshazzar's raid. I can't remember. So you fight Belshazzar, and so this is actually
And then
the
we're gonna
song.
get blasted with opera.
Yeah.
In a raid. All right, sign me up.
This is a live performance.
Okay.
I don't know.
How dare? How? Whoa.
So that's the actual voice actor.
절망, 공포.
I would hate to stand there for 6 minutes,
시작되리라.
but she ate. And so that's like the mechanic, you know, the sun.
She's so into it. Bless her. What is this an homage to?
Verdi Requiem, the DSC, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the cascading down, yeah.
Yeah. I just like want to give so much props to that actor in the back. She's got nothing really to do except like
She's
emote.
chilling. I
And
know.
I'm here. I'm like, get it, girl. You your shit. Yes. It's so goofy, but I love it. I love it.
She's owning it. She's owning it. She's insane, dude. This is so hard.
Every time they go back to her, she's vamping and it's just
Oh,
so
back
much
there?
fun.
Yeah, I know. She's...
Yeah. I'm like listening, I'm enjoying. I'm loving it. And they cut back to her, and I'm like, all right, that's ridiculous. Every time.
It's like tilting the cape. Plus, that's like 6 minutes to be like just doing whatever. Anyway,
she has a beautiful voice, an incredible voice.
Yeah.
And then they just cut back, and it's like, I'm
Well,
like, all right,
she's summoning the spirits. I mean,
right? No, like I get it. I understand. It's just hilarious to me. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah. You could have showed stuff from the game, but instead, like, no, we're getting the voice actor out here in full cosplay to stand here for 6 minutes. That's how we do it. That's so funny to me.
What do you think of that piece? Have you ever heard that piece before?
Never, not once. That was great.
So my personal journey with I guess my channel essentially is to really just keep spreading the gospel, essentially, like, you know, sort of witness people and be like, have you heard the word of game music? And if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. It's kind of whatever. But one of the big things for me is this is real stuff. And this, I was thinking about it, you know, like Lost Ark. It's not necessarily like, you know, mixed reviews on Steam, lots of people bitching about, you know, the gameplay itself, you know, monetization models and so on and so forth. But then, like, through all of that, there's this little, and obviously this is also like with gacha games, I deal with this a lot too. Not that I play so many anymore these days, but yeah, the monetization's not great, but they produce this kind of art, this artistry. And that balance between the product and the artistry and how they're kind of intertwined is so interesting to me. Like, the fact that they put on this concert is insane. I don't know if you ever think about this, but like as gamers, you know, we get caught up with like playing the game, but there's also like all the other, well, you've produced games, you've made games, you know how it goes. It's like you're trying to do something good, you know, something artistic, hopefully.
Yeah, most people aren't trying to make trash. Most people are trying to make with the best they can do, something to be proud of. And sometimes they land and sometimes they don't. But in everything, there's something to appreciate. And I think, you know, a lot of people just don't take the time to do that. But even in games where people love it, the amount of players that like look up or look around the corner are very few. But someone designed something around that corner or the skybox or whatever the hell you're looking at. Someone took the time to make that. And so if you can see it and check it out, by all means, do it.
But what an industry. What a complex beast.
By design, you're not supposed to be thinking about that stuff.
True.
I think when you're in the industry and you make things, you think, oh, no, I see what that is. And I know what that is. And I know how this works. And oh, that's what they did with this. And it a little bit changes the way you enjoy things. But I think most people see a complete package and go based off of that. And it isn't like they aren't dissecting things. It's not like they go to a movie and dissect it in the way that like a director going to a movie would.
That's so
like,
good
oh,
point.
interesting choice. I like that they did that. Most people just sit there and absorb.
Yeah.
All
as they
of
should,
it as
really.
like a sum total. Yeah, which like is the point. Yeah,
that is the point. Yeah, it's true. I think about things like from the musician perspective all the time, because it's like I guess I just haven't turned my brain off from like that 14 years of trauma.
I mean, it is who you are. So there's no reason to turn
just
your brain
love.
off. I'm sure it's why people tune in.
And you can too if you like and subscribe and check out the Patreon.
That's how you do it.
What's your I guess we'll do final song.
I'd like to end today. That's for editing. I'd like to end today with a song that is absolutely goofy and it needs a slight setup. Basically, there's a game called Glitchspankr.
Huh?
And Glitchspankr is a game where you play as just a person who is, I think in the game you're supposed to be like a teen and your parents have left.
Okay.
And they picked up a game, I think it's called like Big Booty Slapper 6 or something like that. And you install it on your computer because your parents are gone. And there's a virus. And so you have to go in and delete the virus with your virus deleting software. However, a whole crazy ass game happens. And the virus, its name is Spunk, and it is absolutely like trying to get you to love it, right? It actually is like, we could be friends. Why you like when you slap him, he goes, yeah. It's a goofy game. But underneath the goofy game is like a deep lore, kind of like weird eldritch horror thing going on.
Okay.
So there's like a comedy level, but then underneath there's like another level of like, what is this? And you keep wanting to dig and dig and dig. Anyway, there's one level where Spunk invites you to a club in the game, and he refits the club, and all the music in the club is now specifically Spunk themed, and it is so enjoyable in a way that I don't even know how to describe. Again, sticking with goofy, here you go. This is a song called Spunk I Love You from Glitchspankr. Enjoy.
Is it
Is this on PC?
Yes.
feels like heaven above? Spunk, I can't live without you.
Glitchspankr.
Is it love, 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 baby? You're where I want to
Isn't
be.
spunk another word for?
You're where I want to be.
For what exactly?
You're where I want to be. Spunk, just
I like how I was asking you if it isn't as if I don't know. It's not.
Is it love?
What do you mean?
Feels like heaven above. Spunk, can't live without you. Is it love, 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 love? Just you and I. Just you
What
and
the fuck?
I. Baby, spunk and I till we die. Till we die, die, die. Spunk and I, when we're alone. Ooh, I just wanna bone. Just screams and moans, just love and groans, baby. You're where I want to be. You're where I want to be. You're where I want to be. Spunk, just you and me. Is it love? Is it just lust?
Is it Christmas?
Just you and I, just you and I. Sleep, spunk and I till we die, die, die. Spunk and I.
It's so good. It's such a goofy thing because you're just solving puzzles trying to like beat this level, and they have multiple songs that play. They made multiple club songs that are all just goof songs for this one level. It's great. I love it.
Just you and
I gotta put this on my wish list. Glitchspankr.
Till we die, die, die. Spunk and I, baby.
It is an absolute treat, this game.
I mean, the concept is actually genius.
It's a game that I think is it suffers from the inability to express exactly what it is. Like if you look at the trailers, it seems like it's played for comedy. But there's like there's one level that's like pure horror. Like it's like the power cuts on you playing the game. And so you're like in your room and you pick up a Tiger handheld thing and you're sitting in your bed. But the game you're playing is a monster eating things. But you realize what you're playing is happening around you in your home.
Whoa.
And so suddenly you're like, oh no, did I actually leave the game? Like that kind of thing. And so there's levels to it. You'll discover like secret rooms in the game and you'll get notes that are like, this isn't just a game, bro. Like it's very cool. But again, it's one of those things that I love this game. Wow. However, if you go look at all the trailers, all the footage, it seems very silly, like designed it for comedy. And that's fine, but there's so much more to it. And that's what I love about games like this that are like, oh no, we're going to take chances and do a thing. And then the fact that they just made one level that is a club, just one level. And they were like, yeah, we're going to put a bunch of different dance tracks in this club. I mean, why? Because we can.
Because
love
we
that.
Can. And because we want to and make it
Yeah.
something, you know, that's amazing. It comes with Rat Shaker. Have you played that game?
I have not. Rat Shaker is one of their first games. And it is kind of referenced, but it's a different beast entirely.
That's cool.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. That's really interesting. Well, look, I mean, Jesse, thank you so much for, doing this with me. And like, I know that that Glitchspankr was not one of either of the two songs you wanted to originally play, but
I know a lot of songs. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you
I was just trying to come at you with some like absolute goofball songs.
Yeah.
Because I know most of the time people are like, yo, this is my favorite song from Mega Man X3 or whatever. And I'm like, no. I'm going to find some weird gems and a Dynasty Warriors song. But I like Dynasty Warriors and we were talking about it, so I threw it in there because whatever.
Yeah, no, I know. I appreciate that. Have you thought about anything differently while listening to music and stuff? Like, did you feel like, I don't know, because you said you haven't never done this like on a video call before.
I mean, I always appreciate entertaining music across the board, and I think the fun part is almost all music is entertaining. Like a great example is I went to JBL a few weeks back and I got to go into this room that was like, we have two $60,000 speakers and an entire setup, and I was like, awesome. And they're like, let's play some music so you can hear. I've never heard the music they were playing before. It's by like artists who I simply don't know. But my goodness, hearing stuff from like, we like the guys who built the machines right there doing the things.
Yeah.
It was like a whole experience. And I can appreciate just the listening to things and picking up things and be like, oh, that's a fun sound. What? Oh, I can't believe they did that. I love that. I'm a big fan. There's a lot. I don't think there's any music I hate. There's definitely some music where I'm like, well, all right, I listened to that once and I think I'm done. But like, yeah, I'm open to the idea of just like absorbing.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I just don't think that, I think that's really, active listening is such a complex thing because active listening can mean like 8 different things. It can mean like sitting down and breaking things apart, which can be fun when you're in the mood for it, or it can just be listening to stuff and be like, wow, that really made me feel XYZ, or holy fuck, I just really like that piece. And that's enough. And I think like sometimes on channels, like mine, I suppose, I don't want ever people to be othered, because like anybody can sit down and listen to music and talk about it and feel it. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point for its existence. So yeah, well, thanks so much, Jesse. I really appreciate it. This was a ton of fun. Thank you for introducing me to Glitchspankr, which is right up my alley, and I'll definitely be playing that, or this version of it anyway, not the version I have at home. This guy. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely check out Jesse's channel, of course, if you don't know him already. That's Jesse Cox. He's the guy. He's a great guy. And yeah, thanks a ton, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.
My pleasure.